Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Well, as you can see, I'm here in the Case 305, also known as the Red and Gold. We're heading over here. I'm going to get the disc put on, and we're going to disc up some wheat stubble. And I'll probably include disking up some of the rye stubble as well. In fact, we're actually coming down here to it. Right there's our beans. So far they're looking pretty good. The old alfalfa field right there don't look too awful bad. And right here beside the alfalfa field, right there's the line. That's the old wheat field, getting the old lamb's quarter popping up. So gonna disc them down, work them up. So I'll bring you back in. I've got to get the disc hooked on here, and we'll get rolling. Got the disc hooked on. Gonna pull in the field right here. I was actually hoping to take and work this up just well, last week, but sure enough, well, it's kind of odd. After all that rain we had, that 5 to 6 inches of rain back there in June, then we started getting dry. And in fact, you can see it in the beans. And so before we've had about an inch of rain or so, and so like I say, we got that rain this past weekend approximately, and so I was hoping to actually do this before that. Well, like I say, a week ago, but I was hoping for the rain to help soften up the ground, because good old northern Indiana sand, it don't take long to dry right back out again. Just made a little test strip right there. Working on getting my depth control set. I think we got it pretty good, so I'm going to take off up along by that hay field. I'm not going to run this field on an angle. I'll just run it straight east and west. We'll be good to go. Okay, we're off and rolling. Well, putting those new exhaust manifold gaskets in the thing took care of that ticking sound. However, you hear that little bit of kind of like that chirpy sound. I guess some outside video of it, you'll hear it. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Kind of weird. As soon as you put the load on the tractor, you'll hear that. You take the load, as soon as I take the load off, it goes away. So I'm almost beginning to wonder if it isn't that the wastegate of the turbo, possibly. I know when I put the exhaust manifold gaskets in this thing, the turbo bearing felt good. There, it was good and tight. There was no play to it. If you have any ideas, comment down below. Well, hey, I know. That'll give some of you something else to complain about, other than the ticking sound that's no longer there. Before I put you outside to get some outside shots, I'm going to sit you right here. When I slow the engine RPM down, you'll hear that sound go away and that way. There, it kind of went away. Now when we turn here, you'll hear that odd noise come back. Well, you know what? That's kind of crazy. Huh. It kind of petered out and now it's gone. RPM wise, I'm only running about between 1800 and 1850, because with this 33-foot disc, the tractor doesn't even know it's back there. That RPM running in 9th gear, oh, we're running about 5.3, which is just a nice speed. Don't want to go too fast. So, well, sorry about that. I was wanting to see if you could hear that, but earlier in the video you'll hear that. So like I say, let me know what you think that is. I've heard other people say that talking about the wastegate in the turbo, and like I say, when I replaced those exhaust manifold gaskets, the turbo bearing itself was good and tight. I could not get any movement out of it at all. It was tight. So I guess we'll see what's happening. Finishing up the last end on this old wheat stubble. Gotta watch them hit that power pole. When I'm done here, I'm gonna go back to one of our old rye fields and we'll get that one scratched up also. Get turned around here on the corner. Alrighty, I'm rolling here on this little old rye field patch. This right here is not very big, but it's just a sand knob. Right there's the soybeans, right over there's the woods, and then, like I say, this is just a sand knob. So we end up putting a rye here because on good old yellow sand it's not going to grow much else. And the rye didn't do too bad here. Yeah, working out pretty decent. Alright, the field you just saw me running in right there, I got done with that. It is actually now the next day, and we're heading north, and we're going to disc up that, well, it'll be the last field that we had rye in. In fact, if you saw my video where I was combining rye, it's where I almost got the combine stuck in the mud. And if you want to see that video, just go back in my videos. It would have been in July when I uploaded it. If I remember right, it was labeled something like Rye Harvest 2024, if I remember correctly. And so, but yeah, that's the field that almost got the combine stuck in the mud, and so that's where we're heading to. And that'll be the last field that we have to disc. So now I'll bring you back in when we get to the field. And we're off and rolling. Not too bad. Right there you can see a good set of the tracks from the combine. Oh boy, kind of rough too, I can tell you that much. That's another reason why, well, besides getting the grass and that kind of stuff coming up out here, but I'm actually working the field east and west, and beyond that sand ridge right there is our corn. Normally the field runs north and south, and when we put beans out here, we will run it north and south. And also this coming fall, when we disc chisel, we will disc chisel all this low ground. Now the sand hills, we'll just pick up and drive over top of that. But that's also why I'm disking this, to help knock down a lot of these ruts from the combine. finishing up on this field, that'll have it. When we put rye back here on top of these sand hills, right through here, we got to put a little strip right here that goes out to the road to access it, because that fence line right there, that's the neighbor. He's got some nice looking black Angus cows out there, but yeah, this little neck area right through here, that's our access going to the road, and just coming off the road, then it goes back to the bigger part of the field. So get this corner here worked up, and that'll have it. I have to wash there's a tile inlet. I found it. Just gotta wash that. I don't go and smash it down the disc. Yep, right there it is. Oh, that was close. Alright guys, well I'm going to call this an end of the video. That's got everything all scratched up. I did not hit the tile inlet, came awful close though. Right here in this grass, but missed it, so we're good to go. So hey, take care, thanks a lot for watching, we'll see you next time.